All right, the last one that we're going to look at is something called polyatomic ions. Polyatomic ions, they look scary, but they're actually pretty simple. We're just given multiple elements that act together as one ion. So if we look at the procedure for this, the main thing that's going to be different is we're going to look up the anion by writing the polyatomic, and we're going to use parentheses for polyatomic ions. All right, so let's kind of jump into this. One thing to be careful about is the names. So if we see 8 is a polyatomic ion. So nitride is a single element, nitrate is a polyatomic. So if we look at sodium nitrate, we have our symbol for sodium. Sodium is going to be Na. We're looking at our charge, so Na is going to be +1. And then we have nitrate. So nitrate is one of the polyatomic ions. So we're just going to use this list here. Nitrate is NO3 minus. So we have NO3. So if we're doing our crisscross rules like we usually do, we have our charges here. So we're going to cross our charges. So we get Na and then NO3 with a 1 after it. So the problem is you can't put these together because this looks like 31. So we're going to put the parentheses around this. And we know that the 1 here is going to come down. So this is one way to look at it. It's NaNO3. Or we write this out. We can say it's NaNO3 when we remove the 1s. So the parentheses, you can kind of go straight to this step. The parentheses just show us where these are. We have 1 outside. We don't need to include the parentheses. You could, but let's go to the next one. Calcium hydroxide. Calcium is going to be Ca. So calcium, Ca, is going to have a charge of +2. So Ca2 plus. And our hydroxide is going to be one of the polyatomics. So hydroxide is going to be OH minus. We have OH. All right, we're going to go ahead and cross our charges. So we end up getting Ca1, and then our parentheses OH, and the 2 is going to come on the outside. So we can clean this up. We can remove our 1s. What we would end up getting is CaOH. So this would be our calcium hydroxide. We need to make sure that we put the parentheses around this so that we know that these are together. All right, last one we're going to look at is aluminum phosphate, Al, and then phosphate. So aluminum is going to be in group here, group 13, so it's going to charge a +3. And then phosphate is going to be the PO4 3 minus. So we saw this before. If it was +1 -1, we put it together like this. This is +3 -3. We can just put the charges together. So what we'll end up getting is, again, we're going to use our crisscross. So we have Al, the 3 comes down here, and then PO4, the 3 comes down here. But we want to put parentheses because this looks like 43. We only want 3. All right, and then we can reduce this. We know they're both 3, so we can reduce or divide by 3. So we'll end up with AlPO4. And that's our correct answer. So we can get rid of the parentheses around this when we get rid of the 3. So getting rid of these, we don't need the parentheses. That'd be our answer.